Yo, what's up traders? Welcome to a new video. In this video, I'll be showing you a trading strategy of which is said that this is the best ADX strategy built by professional traders. And no, I'm not making this up. A subscriber made me aware of this trading strategy. As you can see, the best ADX strategy built by professional traders. So, yeah, they're using the ADX indicator and a few more. I will go over it in a second. But yeah, if you see these kind of claims, then of course you want to test out, you want to find out if this is definitely a profitable trading strategy. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so here we are at the Euro USD pair on a 50-minute time frame. By the way, comment I subscribe so I know exactly who my subscribers are and I'd like to meet you guys. Alright, as I said before, we're looking at the Euro USD pair 50-minute time frame, and we will be using three indicators. Over here, let me show you. We go to the indicator tab and we're looking for the exponential moving average. You can use this indicator over here by FS script, or you can also look for the moving average and then you're looking for the moving average exponential. So in this case, I will go and use the moving average exponential. You click on this once, then you look for the ADX, which stands for average directional index. So you click on that as well. And last but not least, the RSI, which stands for the relative strength index. So I click on that as well. Okay, so now I will show you the settings because we're not using default settings. First, we need to adjust the exponential moving average and we set it to 50. And I also play around with the colors. I like the red color. Then we have the RSI over here. So I click on settings and also make sure to adjust the settings. So instead of 14, the default settings, change it to 20. The RSI length needs to be set at 20. And then I am disabling the RSI based moving average. And then you can play around again with the colors if you like. I'm using gray. And then last but not least, the ADX. And make sure to adjust the ADX smoothing to 20 and the DI length to 20 as well. And then yeah, I'm using a red color, but do not forget to also use a horizontal line over here, and this horizontal line needs to be placed at the 25 level. So we go over here, we're looking for the horizontal line, we click on that and then we place it on the 25 level on the ADX indicator. So as you can see over here, we have the 50 exponential moving average, the RSI and the ADX. Alright, so how does this trading strategy work? What do the professional traders say? Let me show you what their conditions are. First of all, we're looking at the 50 exponential moving average. The price needs to be above the 50 exponential moving average in order to take buy trades. So when the price is above, we only are looking for buy opportunities. When the price is below the 50 exponential moving average, we're only looking for sell opportunities. So it basically shows us the trend. So I have to say we can only take trades when the ADX is above the 25 level. The red line is above the 25 level. When it's below, the red line is below the 25 level, we cannot take any positions. And then we have the RSI, and the RSI shows when to enter a trade. So let me show you over here. We have the RSI, and when it crosses the 70 line, then we take a buy trade. So when it crosses the 70 line and closes, as you can see over here, we take a buy trade. But in this case, we do not take a buy trade. Even though it's above the 50 line, we do not take a buy trade because, as you can see, the ADX line is still below the 25 level. So we do not take a buy trade. But let's say that the ADX line was above the 25 line, as you can see over here. This lined up as well, so then we take a buy trade. So again, let me summarize the steps. First of all, we need to identify if the price is above the 50 exponential moving average or below for sell trades, of course. But let's say that now we're looking for a buy trade. The price needs to be above the 50 exponential moving average. Then we need to wait for the ADX to be above the 25 level. And then finally we need to wait for the RSI to cross the 70 level, and then we take the trade. Before I'm going to show you an example, I forgot to mention the stop loss, because of course we like to take trades, but we also have to make sure that we do not blow our account, and that's why we're using stop losses. So let's say, for example, that this was a nice opportunity. We see that the price is above the 50 exponential moving average. We see that it also crosses the 70 line on the RSI, and in this case the ADX is below the 25 level, so normally we do not take the trade. But let's say that it is above the 25 level, just for demonstration purposes, then we take the trade. And for our stop loss placement, we need to look at the ADX indicator, and we look for the latest low. Let's say it's a buy trade, then we look for the latest low, which is here, the latest low, and then we go up and see that we need to place our stop loss about here. So let me show you. That would be about here. We place our stop loss about here, because as you can see, the latest low, it's here. So that was just an example of where we should place our stop loss. And the same applies for a sell trade, of course. Then we need to look for the latest high. And regarding take profits, we do not use a 1-to-1 or a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio trade. We are basically trailing our take profit, which means that we can have a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio trade, or a 1-to-1, or a even 0.5-to-1. So it's not the same every single time. And regarding our TP placement, we also are looking at the ADX indicator. So when the ADX is above the 25 level, then we are eligible to take a trade. So let's say that you are in a trade, then you need to close the trade when the ADX level, the red line, is below the 25 level. So over here it's above, and then when it crosses below, then we need to close the trade. So let me show you an example. Alright, over here we see that the price is below the 50 exponential moving average, which means that we're only looking for sell opportunities right now. Then we need to wait for the ADX to cross the 25 level, which is about here. So from this moment we are looking for sell opportunities, and we only need to wait for the RSI to cross the 30 level, which is about here. As you can see, it crosses the 30 level, so we take a sell trade over here, and then we need to place our stop loss. So when we take sell trades, then we are looking for the latest high on the ADX indicator, which is about here. Because as you can see, this is a low, then it goes to the upside, then it goes down, and then it makes a move to the upside, which means that this over here is the latest high. Then we place our stop loss about here, around near the latest high when we're talking about price. This is the stop loss. Then we of course need to place our take profit as well. So we close the trade when the ADX crosses below the 25 level, which is about here. Our risk reward ratio is 0.29 to 1. I mean, that is not our ideal risk reward ratio trade, but that is exactly what our professional traders, wink wink, explained. It was part of their rules. So that is an example of a sell trade. Let me show you an example of a buy trade. Alright, let me show you a buy example. So over here we see the price is above the 50 exponential moving average, so we're only looking for buy opportunities. Then we drop down and we see that the ADX level is not above the 25 level. So we need to wait for the ADX to cross the 25 level, which is about here. And then we go to the RSI and then we take the trade when the RSI crosses the 70 line, which is here. So it means that we place our trade here. And then of course we need to place our stop loss, the stop loss. Then we look at the ADX again, and because we are taking a buy trade, we need to look for the latest low of the ADX, which is about here. And if we go to the upside, that means that we take our stop loss, we place it over here. And then we need to wait for the ADX to cross the 25 level, which is about here. And then we close the trade, so over here. So that basically means that we are closing the trade at break even. As you can see, yeah, we close the trade at about break even. So yeah, that is an example of a buy opportunity. Let me show you the last example, which is a buy trade. As you can see, the price is above the 50 exponential moving average, so we take buy orders only. Then we drop down, we see that the ADX makes a cross about here. It crosses the 25 level. Then we look at our RSI indicator and we see that the line is above the 70 line. It has crossed earlier, but at this moment it is above the 70 line, which means that we can take the trade. Over here I place the trade. Then I'm looking for my stop loss. We look at the latest low, which is about here. We place our stop loss about here. And then we need to wait for the price to close below the 25 level on the ADX indicator, which is about here. So this resulted in a 0.41 risk reward ratio trade, which is again not something that I would recommend, to be honest, but maybe these professional traders have a big win rate. If that's the case, then this trading strategy could work. If you're wondering what is the win rate of this trading strategy and what will be the gain on the account after 150 trades, then you should like this video and also subscribe, because after, let's say, 100 likes, I will test this trading strategy 150 times for you in the next video. See you in the next one.